Hello Scrap, welcome to episode 4.
Oh my goodness.
Didn't think we'd make it this far, did you?
Nope.
I
knew we'd make it this far. It's how far everybody else has made it with us. That's the question.
Yeah, I don't blame them for not sticking around if they don't wanna.
Oh, don't say that.
But if you do wanna, then have we got some stuff installed for you? Installed?
In store.
In store for you.
We're back. We're in a new position in the house. I already feel better.
Yeah, it's definitely better with a table in front of us, isn't it?
Yep.
That was a very...
This is huge. We've upgraded from that little one on the dining table at my parents' house to the wall-mounted TV.
Yeah. And we've added some little light features.
Lighting's important.
Add some extra colour. Oh, is that conveniently orange? And is that as close to teal as we can replicate? You bet ya.
Are you sitting down properly, dog, or are you going to...
What are you up to?
You're like in this weird limbo. It's very odd.
So today's episode is...
Hang on, yeah, but there's...
zero editing.
Shut the front door.
Well, I've got golf tomorrow.
Oh.
And it's got to be live the next day.
Oh, well, it's either going to be a late night or... Good luck, everybody. Because you're really seeing it really, really raw. Which we've always said we would do.
Yeah.
It's very, I cannot get distracted by tangents.
No, you can't go off talking about VAs again.
Okay, we had feedback on that one. I'm sorry. Shout out.
Never apologise, just
I
learn.
didn't say sorry. Oh, I did say sorry, you're right. I'm sorry, not sorry. Oh, yeah, but I've also realised this is, new Lego, obviously, because different part of house. So Ben's Lego's up there. Boop, boop. Yeah. He's got some Marvel up there. And then this is my flowers that I'm slowly building. But I have realised that I need to put my bonsai tree into blossom.
Blue finger.
Oh, the ink cartridge burst on me as well. As I was trying to clear the top of the printer because it had loads of junk on it, and I've realised the printer's here where you can't see it. So I could have...
Oh, that was really nice one.
Could have... You told me not to do that. I wonder if can you do it on purpose? Can you make yourself swallow loudly? What are you doing?
Yes, you can, if you overfill yourself. Anyway, we might edit that bit out. Yeah, so new spot in the house, trying something new. I feel a lot more comfortable. It was a bit of a faff getting set up, but only because we've not set up here before. And we're still kind of building out what we need for this podcast. I'm a bit frustrated that the light is reflecting quite heavily in the TV. Yeah, so hopefully we'll be able to get some more lights set up, which using the 2 strip lights, we could probably go more 1.2 there, 1.3 here.
Are there a better word than a strip light? Because to me,
well, actually, technically, that's a strip light. It's a softbox. It's what I call it a strip light because it's tall and long, skinny and tall.
Okie dokie. Yeah, I do know the ones you're on about though. Okay, so.
Yeah, so it might be better
every day's a school day.
Angle them. Yeah, and that's definitely it with this podcast. It is a school day every day, and it is definitely proving to be worthwhile. I got somebody recognised me the other day.
Oh my God! Did they ask you for a signature?
No, they didn't ask me for that. They told me to go away. No.
Oh, you're that guy.
I was at a networking event. You were there as well, obviously, because we are a team that double act. Where
were we?
We were at Kings Hill Spitfire Pub.
Oh yes, so this was
FSB
Adams and Bowles. So it's Kings Hill Networking
by Adams and Bowles.
Adams
Wealth
and
Management.
Bowles Wealth Management. Blah, 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 blah.
Sponsored by
the FSB.
And we went along and filmed some bits for them, didn't we?
We did, and that will be released. Oh, tomorrow. Hang on. Not tomorrow, because tomorrow to you is Thursday, so yesterday, which is Tuesday, because today's Monday. That's a way to throw you all out.
Tomorrow's golf day.
No.
Yep.
I am off for a meeting tomorrow, so I'm still working. You go and enjoy your jolly day with your brother.
Yep. Golf day.
Golf day.
Got my outfit sorted out, because I've got to look like a proper golfer.
Can we all just remember who spoke about tangents and the one that goes off on them? And yet today, it is you. So, last week, we went to the Adams and Bowles Wealth Management Kings Hill Networking event. Obviously, that wasn't the full title of it, but to get their name in and where it was.
Pretty close to the full title of it. According to the video, it's the full title of it.
So we filmed some.
Just some of the goings on and stuff like that.
Just a
there
highlight
was
reel.
4 talkers there, wasn't there? There was
Stacey Owen.
Stacey Owen talking about how they're helping the community, helping bring education around money into schools and helping children learn about how they can safeguard themselves with money in the future, isn't it?
They're
really?
educating on money, but not only to schools. Yes, like they're doing a huge amount and like an amazing amount. I'm jealous and frustrated they're so far away from us that I can't get it into our boys' school just yet. However, again, have spoken to them and said, right, what can we do as parents to do that? So we're looking to have a meeting with them to discuss that. But she goes into businesses and helps them educate their teams. So with packages that businesses can offer by way of financial advice and support and guidance, Adams and Bowles come in and offer that teaching, which
is essential for everyone at every level, no matter if you're a business owner, an employee, a student, anyone really. What?
A student. That's the way you say it. Student. So yeah, it's so yes, that was incredible.
That was really good. Yeah, so I was there filming that. You were there networking, meeting some people, but I said hello to somebody and was like, I know you. You're your video team. And they were really excited when they saw me. I was like, oh, that's nice. But yeah, they've seen us around at different networking events, Business Vision Live, obviously, and they've said that they've seen some of our stuff that we've posted on LinkedIn, which is awesome that we're being...
It's working, everybody.
Yeah, and I think we had some good contacts there, didn't we?
Yeah.
From that event. I can't remember Ali's other name. She was
Ali
quite
Young.
fun. Yeah, she kept tickling me. But
she got all excited, didn't she? And it was like,
she really liked the branding. She's like, oh, I like it. Oh, sorry, I just whacked my mic. I like it a lot.
And then realised what she was doing.
And I was like, ooh, tickles.
Yes. So yeah, we did meet. Yes, we met Ali, and they had they had Matt Peake talking, and Jeremy Whitaker, and of course the wonderful, the incredible, the business connector that is Jane Martin from also a Federation of Business, Federation of Small Businesses. She is the lady in the know and the one you need to meet.
Meeting with her as well this week, aren't we?
Hopefully, just waiting to confirm that date.
So when they watch, is that today?
No, that'll be tomorrow.
Tomorrow or yesterday?
Tomorrow. And we're meeting in Ashford.
Don't say where, in case we might get bombarded.
Okay.
We won't tell you where. We'll probably talk about that meeting
tell you about it next
week.
Oh,
but yeah,
we've sobered up.
Because there was more that we were up to. We were also you were on Kent Business Women. Hang on.
Okay, so we also met Sian Murphy there, who runs the Kent Women in Business radio show.
I knew that.
Yeah, you did. And we are proudly media sponsors of the Kent Women in Business big show that's happening on the 10th of August. So,
do you know where?
At Longfield Academy.
It's near Bluewater.
It is. Ebbsfleet.
Yeah, we got to film Tim Aker and Sian and you. Oh, I filmed all three of you doing the radio show, didn't I?
Yeah, well, it was part of the conversation when Sian and I got talking was about sort of coming and supporting, and we wanted to support the Women in Business show, and then somehow that ended up with me being on the Women in Business radio show, and I don't know what happened there, but actually I did love it. Sian was amazing. She was, she guided us through, kept it very relaxed, and it was just a conversation.
Yeah, and that's coming out in a couple of weeks, they reckon, as a podcast on.
It's on every platform. Like, we will obviously share and showcase all of that. This pretty little face.
Something I've just remembered I've got to check, and I will be doing that right now, is I've got to check if we went to the place where they said that we could go. So I'm just going to see if I can find us.
Oh, okay. So we went and I filmed, we recorded the radio show, both radio shows, and then we filmed a segment with Sean and Tim to promote the Kent Women in Business Big Show that's happening on the 10th of August. So that was really good fun, and we released that. You finished that today, Tuesday, Monday, whatever day of the week today is.
Yeah.
We filmed that Thursday
last week.
Recorded, edited it, sent it over today, and I've just heard that she likes it. So,
does she say likes it or loves it?
Love it, it's brilliant, I think was the comment. So, you know, let's blow our own trumpet there. I feel like you're tangenting into our next topic.
Well, let's talk about a bit more what we've been up to, and then we maybe come back to that in a few minutes. Oh my goodness, this feels a little bit more polished than what we've done before, but it probably isn't, especially since I just said that. And we're probably going to go off the rails now. But the reason it's not done any quicker is because I was also photographing the yoga man.
Oh gosh, yeah. Simeon.
Simeon is a fantastic person who helps, I'll say young people, children.
Yeah.
From ages about
4 to 13.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's 4 to 13, and he runs. Well, he's called the Yoga Man. He's based here in Ashford, but actually travels. He's now travelling out to Folkestone, Tenterden, Faversham, and he does yoga and mental health well-being for children aged 4 to 13. So both our boys have been to his class. We've known Simeon since the beginning of his journey as the Yoga Man, and this weekend he celebrated 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years of being the Yoga Man, and it was really lovely to be invited to go and photograph the event for him.
Yeah, we've done filming for him before, haven't we?
Yes,
we filmed like a testimonial for him, didn't we? From not from the children, but from the parents of the children, who really should talk about how the kids have benefited from yoga and how much they've kind of able to resolve a lot more within themselves, rather than just being frustrated by certain things. So would highly recommend him. I might even add a link to the video that we've created for him in the past so you can see what that's like. But it's a great video, lovely message. Got to photograph him, but I'm going to go back a little bit because I said I'm going to look for something. And our podcast is now available on Audible, which also means Amazon Music.
Oh!
Yeah,
Ooh,
I figured out a thing.
Oh, that's another link I've got to add to the description. I'm sorry, everybody. But that's amazing. Like,
I don't know if Google Podcast is having us yet, but Amazon is.
I'm happy. Like, we are. Do you know what? We do this, like we say, for fun, and we have been caught up for 3 years on perfecting this. And actually, I'm kind of enjoying the fact that it's not that perfect.
It's on Google too. Happy days.
We've made it, everybody.
That's had exactly 0 listeners. We'll ignore that.
We might have only just gone up like in the last 10 minutes or something.
Yeah.
So
maybe. No, content not available.
I think that's the hard thing as well.
Because I'm not over 18.
Seriously. That is the hard thing with launching on so many platforms though, isn't it? Because we're like, oh my god, we've got look, there's 5 views, and we get excited about that, and then we're like, oh my god, this one's got 23 views or listens, and then oh my god, this one's got 10, and you think actually we get excited over the little and the large, but definitely, collaborate that all together. I mean, you guys tell us, are you listening to it 5 times, once on each platform for us? I mean, thank you, but theoretically you're probably listening to it once.
Or I'll tell you where most people are seeing it or watching it or listening to it, and the clue's in the name: seeing it and watching it.
Oh,
YouTube. Yeah, YouTube is. It's not thousands yet, but if you're some of the few people that are listening to it, the 5s and 10s of people that are listening to it, watching it, we'd love to have some feedback, comments. We've had a few subscribers join us. So really happy and chuffed about that. This is literally a bit of fun and a bit of kind of us blowing off steam a bit, and like I say, probably marriage counselling every now and then.
Peek behind the door, yeah. and I have. I mean, I've obviously been putting you to work this week, so you've been headphones on, edit away, sort of thing. Whilst I have been headphones on, meeting lots of people.
Yeah.
And I've enjoyed getting back out and having some really good meetings. I don't think I'm ready to share them yet. I will be as soon as they're like done, because obviously part of what we want to do and offer is that for every video we make, we're proud of the videos we make, and they're proud of the clients or partners, as we call them, that we work with, and the teams that we work with, and so always share the video. So I'm going to keep a few back until we've launched the videos, and then I'll share them then.
Yeah.
But there's some exciting projects in the pipeline.
Definitely. Definitely. I mean,
little and large as well. That's what's nice.
Yeah, I think what's quite exciting is the new thing that we're looking at doing, which I say is new, but looking back over the years, it's something I've done a fair whack of, really. It's what I've done with some of our biggest clients that we worked with, like Coca-Cola and stuff like that. Oh yeah.
Mic drop.
Name drop there. But it's also very much going back to the roots of where we were, or where I was doing weddings, and it was very much a live thing. You've only got that one time to do it. It's
silly, isn't it? Like we all like love the fact that video content can be recorded and edited, and people are sort of get nervous about the live side of things. But actually, I genuinely, like, it's our forte. It is, as you said, like, it is where we started.
With the moment, it's where we started.
I think having that immense amount of pressure almost actually makes you do it right straight away, because you can't not do it right straight away. I mean, do you want to tell them about?
Well, this is for people who are interested in doing like public speaking and being a keynote speaker at networking events and stuff like that. People who have like hour blocks to get their message across. Now, obviously, when you're doing these, the message is really just to the people in the room. But we want to be able to provide you a service where you can reach more than just a room. Reach the people who may be a bit more interested in the service that you have, the message you've got to say. And we will come to the event that you're speaking at, film you, chop it all up into little bite-sized bits for you to share on TikTok, Instagram Reels,
YouTube
Shorts, even LinkedIn, just stuff so you can start building.
It's teasing people. It's not taking your content and putting it on YouTube, like the whole hour long, for argument's sake. So the whole hour long conversation, because the thing with doing that is, and it's great, and we absolutely like to say, share your knowledge, share it with the world. But by doing that, are you needed to be booked at the next event? Because actually you can just go, view this link here. Whereas what we're going to do is grab that hour's worth of content, and what we're promising, what we're saying is we will give you up to 6 months worth of content out of an hour long video.
And you can have it that it's just chopped up and sent to you, or we can create it so it's branded to the brand that you've created. You can use it on multiple platforms. It's not just going to be vertical and just stuck for TikTok. But shorts are what's key nowadays. They're going to be the things that will push you out into the world and will get you seen and will get people hooked in. And that's what people have to learn. I personally do have a love for long form content. I wish it was pushed as much as shorts are, but not everyone's got the time to do it. And if you can create people entertaining short information, that will draw them in to click onto the next slightly longer video, and then onto the next slightly longer video, then you're on to a winner there straight away. But it's also, like we say, it's going to show that you're the expert at whatever you're talking about.
It's engaging people quickly and going, look, listen to me, I know what I'm talking about. listen to this one segment, listen to this one stitch. And you would have seen we've started creating them out of these actually, haven't we? And you started releasing a couple. I did an imposter syndrome one. I say did. Obviously, we don't realise that we've done it until till we look back over the footage, and then we're like, oh, that was. We sounded a bit smart there, actually, didn't we? Like we kind of sounded like we knew what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And so we created 2 package options. And there's $4.95 and you get your up to an hour long footage and up to 6 months worth of content cut up and sent to you. And it is that simple. Or we've pushed that extra boundary and said for $6.95 you get your hour long footage filmed. We'll cut it up into up to 6 months worth of content. And then we'll also add all your branding. We'll add subtitles. You'll get it in black and white colour, you'll get logo, elements onto it. So you might have your name whoosh across.
Plates on it, so your call to action can be added to it and stuff like that as well.
You'll get the text, so basically everything that you've said will be cut so that when you put that in the descriptive box, it's reaching that audience further, because again, it's all about your SEO reach and things like that. So yeah, for £200 more, you get a lot more for it.
Yeah. And you said quite an interesting thing there.
Oh, did I?
Yeah, you said about SEO reach, and what people don't realise, and something I hold my hand up is I found out quite recently, is SEO isn't just what's searched on Google or Bing or the main search engines.
Oh, no.
It's TikTok SEO, it's Instagram SEO, it's YouTube SEO, it's Facebook SEO. Everything has its own curated way of using SEO.
Okay.
And that's something that these short form videos can really help you push, because you can pretty much just put your keywords in it, put it out there, and know that people are going to find those terms and you're going to be the person talking about it.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, and a little, tips and tricks like that, we're always... if we don't know it, we might know someone who does, and so we can help with that side of things as well. But this isn't just for the keynote speakers. Like, obviously, absolutely, it is your package, but there's also those event organisers as well. Think about what you can then offer to entice speakers to come to you.
Yeah.
And we're looking to sort of create packages whereby, if you turn around, if you have you've got 10 speakers in the day, 3 or more of them are signing up and wanting to do this package. Well, let's discuss that, because it maybe we can create some sort of the upgrade for them.
Yeah. No additional charge for the upgrade, so it's $4.95 for everyone who's doing it. If it's 3 or more, something like that.
Yeah.
Don't hold us to that just yet.
Yeah, this is a conversation.
Keep it between you and us.
And the other thing is, again, this isn't limited to, we're in Ashford, we're down in Kent, absolutely, but we love travelling. Ben loves driving, I love sleeping in the car, so we absolutely will come to any event and we'll be there. I mean, we've got one, we're just in the process of finalising details, but looking to go to North Yorkshire in October time.
Yeah.
We've got a few contacts coming up that way all of a sudden because of that. We're like, okay, great. So who else is speaking that day? Let's get in touch. Let's have that conversation. And
yeah, it's definitely an opportunity for you to reach more than just a room if you're in that position that you're doing public speaking. So yeah, that's a little something that we're doing.
I'm excited.
Yeah, that's going to be good. That's going to be fantastic. We've just paused it. I want you to write in the comments, how long do you reckon we stopped it for?
That's what we'll be able to tell from our mic.
Do you think we stopped it for 3-4 seconds? Or do you think we stopped it for 15-20 minutes? I want you to figure that out. If you get it right, you'll win a pen. First person who gets it right wins a pen. That's the terms and conditions.
Yeah.
I haven't got that many pens to give away, but this is a special Your Video Team pen. How long do you think...
I can't work out what
Actually, do we have more of the other things?
Yep.
You'll win a pen and a pair of our special unique glasses, which
Put somewhere safe.
I'll put somewhere safe.
I've been wearing them all day. I do this thing where I go out with 2 pairs of glasses on my head, don't I?
Yeah.
And I forget, and then I stood there, and then I take them all off. And...
Yeah. So we just took a break. Challenge for you is, how long did we stop for? Was it 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes, or was it
seconds?
15, 20? Yeah, was it seconds?
Was it?
Oh,
Bum.
we'll see. And yeah, if you're the first person to get it right, we'll get pen and a pair of your video team glasses as well.
Exciting.
Giveaways. And that's our sinking clap there. Well done, us.
Hashtag losers.
Who? Us or them?
What?
Us, because we're excited about giving away a pen and a pair of glasses.
Yeah, this blue finger's really distracting me now. Really blue, look.
Well, you've got a blue light hitting it, so it's going to be more...
Well, no, it's pretty blue, babe.
Yeah, and it's pretty blue. Right.
What's next then? So... Questions.
Don't do it.
I'm not.
But questions from the general people that we may know.
So...
You should dye your hair blue.
I absolutely would. I would have done that.
That's cool.
I can actually. I've got my blue upstairs. I've got that live one. I could go half blue, half pink.
What colour should Rachel dye her hair?
Yeah.
Message in now. Lots of calls to actions going on.
I've got, so I've got the live blue. I haven't got orange.
Maybe not orange.
I think you said, oh no, we're going to see a band in July. So I need 5 colours in my hair. No, there's no more competitions. Guess who the band is? And you'll win a free pen and glasses.
There you go, guys.
We won't have any left by the end of this episode. We'll be like that. Yeah, well, we've given away 20 glasses.
If you're the one person who gets everything right, you're only getting 1 pen and 1 pair of glasses.
No, look, they could get...
Don't. No. They're very limited. They're very limited. They will go to the first people who
they saw them last week. If you've tuned in last week, you would have seen that.
Who use our speaking gigs. They'll be the first people to win them.
Ooh, fancy. Okay.
Anyway, so that's a few prizes that we're going to give away, which is totally spontaneous, and I decided to do.
Yes.
Do we have money for stamps?
So when you get a free thing, just send your prepaid,
postage and
prepaid envelope to this address, and we'll
it's £46 for postage and package.
Yeah, your prepaid envelope and check to this address, and we'll send you. Yeah, all right.
All right. So, do your gulp. Do your gulp. Get it done.
Oh, it wasn't a big gulp. See, that's what I mean. I think you can control the sound of your gulp. So, yes, we were with our friends today on the... are we going to name them every week?
Well, if they're the only people who are asking us questions, then yes.
We was with the Simply Business Club again today. But to be fair, we do meet 3 times a week. So I am networking with them a lot, which is great. And it's working because we've had some wonderful jobs out of it. And even more exciting news, which I don't know. Can we share? Because it's John's exciting news. Oh, we'll share that later again.
We'll confirm
some
that
more details.
Because that we are filming that as well.
Okay, we'll confirm that one later.
Yeah,
we'll do a showcase on that one. There's loads of stuff coming up. I'm really busy.
I think we need to get John on here.
Guest.
A guest. I think John should come on as a guest.
Okay.
So we'll try and figure that out. Maybe we'll visit.
Got a busy week.
Maybe we'll visit the biggest Weatherspoons in the West. No, East world.
In the world. You sound like a cowboy.
But obviously,
yes. So from that, I asked a few questions, like sort of asked people how they were finding it, and we got some great, honest feedback. Yeah. No, we got some amazing feedback, and we do really appreciate it, and we appreciate the honesty. So please, again, I am. Ben's not a delicate flower that will crumble and cry over honest feedback. So, but Susie Fish, who is our tropic representative.
That's why my skin looks so fantastic. I put it on while I was having my bath. Yeah.
Where's the other? Yeah, you got a little oil you keep using at the moment as well.
That's up in the bath.
And you keep. I remember when she said about this, it's like a little drop. You need like 2 drops, and just for your face. And Ben was like, "But I'm bald. My face goes all the way to the back." She was like, "Maybe have 3."
Maybe have 3.
But actually, it is about 2-3 drops and does your entire head, doesn't it?
Yeah, and I'll put it on my beard as well. It's good. It's good. Put it on my beard as well. Yeah.
Susie asked, biggest tips to being natural on camera. Look at us go, because we're natural, aren't we?
I think we're pretty darn natural at the moment, and that would be my first tip. Don't be the only person in the room.
Okay.
But have someone there with you. Either do what we're doing right now, have a conversation, a one-to-one conversation, and talk to them as you would normally, and just put a camera to one side.
Yeah.
And film it.
So they it may be like every time you're talking, you've got a guest, or you have got that interaction.
Yeah.
Or they stand behind the camera.
Yep, that's another way, is stand next to going back to Sian, who we filmed the other day.
Yes.
She very much spoke to me as I was next to the camera, but the problem was the camera was quite low and I was stood up next to it. So I brought myself down to her level. So she was talking directly at me.
I wondered why you did that weird crouch part way through. I was like, I think I cottoned on and was like, what's going on here? But then I was like, oh yeah, okay.
But it's because Sian is very good on camera and her radio experience helps with that. But she's very good at talking to the room as well. So she'd make eye contact with everybody in the room.
Yeah, she did. She looked at me. I was filming on one side, and then her partner was filming on the other side as well. So
yeah, so she would talk to everyone in the room. But what I noticed then is her eyes were going too high. So I brought myself to the level of the camera. So she was, yes, making eye contact with me, but because of how far away from her I was, she wasn't breaking away from the camera as much.
Yeah, because a conversation we had this week with 3 tips and tricks as well was about where you're looking. So a lot of us look at ourselves, which is what obviously as I'm looking on our camera, we have mounted a screen. I've listened to that more this week and have written it to a few people this week in advice, and I'm like, the camera, keep that contact. Yeah. It's the camera you're talking to, and it is hard, but
yeah, and that's the same if you're using a camera or using a phone. When people use the selfie camera on the phone, they tend to look at themselves rather than looking at the lens. So that's a reason why I'd say use the back camera, because it's a lot easier to look at that. But yeah, have somebody in the room for you to help you relax, whether they are one-to-one interview like this, or next to the camera. Or if you haven't got anyone to talk to, maybe put a picture of a person that you like on the camera, because then it kind of just breaks that wall a little bit. It makes it so that you're humanizing the object that you're talking to, which is quite a good key.
Yeah.
So yeah, talking to an inanimate object, did I say that right?
Yes.
Talking to an inanimate object is quite difficult. So yeah, put in someone you like on the camera, and remember, you're not talking to everyone. Even if you haven't got a picture on the wall or on the camera, or if you haven't got anybody in the room with you, you're not talking to everybody. Although you may go, hi everyone, you're not talking to everyone. You're talking to one person, and it's the same if you're talking on camera, on the radio. You're only ever talking to one person.
Well, in your head, you're talking to that target audience member, aren't you? I'm talking right now to that person who is genuinely interested in video content and understanding our story and wanting to know. And the more I think about that person, the more engaged I become in it, the excitement comes across. And that if I thought about, and I can feel myself doing it immediately, even thinking it, of someone who sits there with their arms crossed, not interested, disengaged from me, I can hear my speech slow, stutter more, the smile from my face goes, my body begins to recoil, because it's now hard. I've got a pressure on myself. Mm-hmm. So imagine that person is one of those, is someone genuinely interested in your business. And we've got those people that we all know, at least one person who genuinely wants your business, your role to work for you.
And build up to that person if need be. That person that you're talking to, like I say, if it's your ideal customers should really turn out to be almost a friend or a mate. Not saying that your mates are your ideal customers, your friends are your ideal customers, but if you just go, my ideal customer is this list of this list, and this is the perfect customer, you could freeze up a bit. So start off with someone you know, like and love, and then move on to the next person that you're talking to maybe build to that perfect.
Sorry, I had an itchy leg. I was straight to your leg at the same time. No, like and love.
Yeah. And then build up to your perfect customer, because your perfect customer is your friend, and what you're trying to do is make them know, like and trust you.
Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, okay. So, other tips and tricks?
My next tip is remember you can edit it. And what I mean by that is you don't need to say everything in one go.
Or what, when they talk like this and they really want to get it across because they need to say this, and I can't forget that I've got to say this, and also don't forget that, and da-da-da.
Yeah. Don't do that. Don't worry about that. Take it a paragraph, a line, a sentence, a word even. Just do it at a time. And repeat that a few times. Go, hello, my name is Ben. I'm from your video team. Okay, look at the camera. Hello, my name is Ben. And then next time you do it, you go, okay, I've done it now. Hello, my name is Ben. I'm from your video team. And you break it into smaller chunks. Everything is easier when you're doing it in smaller chunks. So break down a script into smaller chunks. Yeah.
And I'd also say, like, planning. It's not about over planning. It's not, but you can, if there is a specific message you need to get across, then plan that. Understand what you're going to say, and utilize apps as well. So we spoke about it this week, again on the show, was with teleprompter apps that you can get. So you can, whilst filming, you're now not looking at yourself, you're now reading the script. So do that, record that a few times, because that first one is going to be like, hello, my name is, and your eyes are going to dart, and you
need to figure out how quick you can read. I'm relatively a slow reader. I personally, though, wouldn't give myself a full solid script. I'd give myself bullet points, but share my knowledge around those bullet points.
Yeah.
But some people do need to have a script to work from, a fully worded script, almost to the point where I go, pause for a laugh now. And that's absolutely fine. It's all down to how you feel most comfortable. And you can get teleprompters which actually make it easier to look at the lens, that you'd put straight over the lens, and you put your phone underneath it and it reflects it back at you. And then you can look directly down the lens and not worry about the screen that's above it.
Okay, cool. Any more?
What did I say so far?
Well, I started talking about one, and then you
yeah, so
really
I got excited about that.
I said about environment, because to me it's about making yourself, and that's not, maybe environment's not the right word, it's that comfortability.
Yeah.
So am I in a comfortable environment? Is it like here, this is our house, but then look at how awkward we were last week. We're in our house but not in a comfortable position. I was just like,
I could move properly.
No, I was like, oh my God, are your legs, are you manscaping, all those things. So think about where you are, think about what you're doing. Also your dress code. Like today, to be fair, I'm still a little bit uncomfortable because I'm wearing shorts, and as much as no one can see them, if I were to go out for a meeting, I wouldn't be wearing what I'm wearing, my denim shorts. I've got them on because I've been in the house all day and I felt like I've needed to be comfortable.
That's really hot.
Yeah, absolutely. But I'd find something else, or I'd cope. And like at first I was real fidgety and I was really sort of, okay, I'm not sure. So make yourself as comfortable as you can make yourself in an environment, even if that is an awkward environment.
Don't go out to a cafe where there's people there who in total honesty don't care what you're doing. Wherever you go in public, no one really cares what you're doing, but we all think that someone's judging. And that's not an irrational thought to have at all. No one really does care what you're doing. They might think, oh, that's a bit unusual.
They're inquisitive about it. I think most people are intrigued and are like,
everyone would love to ask a question about what you're doing and why you're doing it. But everyone's too uncomfortable. Everyone feels uncomfortable around the other person, despite the fact they're doing something that you want to do, or you're interested in what they're doing anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't put yourself in that scenario. Go sit in a nice, quiet corner in the office where no one can hear you, or take an office space up, or sit in your home and do it.
Or again, if you're going to go to those environments because you haven't got a space like us or like an office, then I'd go back to having someone with you, so that way you're almost sharing that burden of what other people are thinking. Because actually, if we were sat in a coffee shop and we stuck the camera up and went and did it, I wouldn't be as bothered because I'm doing it with you or with somebody else. Whereby if I was sat there on my own talking, I would very much be like, I wouldn't look at you, I wouldn't look at me. I'll be looking around going, yes, so today I'm at such and such a coffee shop. And whereas by being here, I'm like,
and bear in mind, most people are probably on some sort of camera device, FaceTiming a friend or Zooming a meeting, or even in these public places in cafes. But imagine you were with someone and you had and you want to film and they've got a phone, just sitting here like that, filming, sitting here holding the phone in front of you. Got to remember that we're doing this for audio as well. But I could be recording Rachel relatively steadily because my elbows are on the table, I'm holding the camera up, and all you're doing is talking to me. Probably make sure the lens are there.
I mean, your finger was right over the lens on that one, but I know you're not recording for us, but
yeah. But like that's how that would be, and it would be just a natural conversation that would happen. I'm now recording you on this device, so it might just drop in, but yeah, this would make it a lot easier because you talk to me.
Yes, and obviously, well, you say I'm talking to you, I'm very conscious of what we've just said, so I am looking at a camera. What's really throwing me out right now is there's two cameras and I don't know which one I'm looking at on my phone, and I'm hoping that they're that close that it's not going to matter too much because they're close enough that. But yeah, it is, and don't get me wrong, it's still slightly weird. My eyes definitely want to look at Ben because I want to show him the respect that I'm engaging. But he has just moved the camera slightly, or my phone, he's just moved that slightly more in front of his face. So that enables me to feel an element more comfortable. And we're back to, people do this all the time in coffee shops. Yeah. So this is normal. This is what everyone's doing. Like how many TikToks? Nowadays, like flash mobs aren't a thing because everyone's a flash mob. Everyone's filming something.
Sorry, I've just realised how much mess there is behind you, so I'm going to stop filming at that angle. Yeah, definitely. People are more comfortable with it now. It's a usual thing to see people having phones and stuff like that, recording all the time. So yeah, just try and make yourself as comfortable as you possibly can by definitely when you can have somebody there with you in some way, shape or form. What was the second point that I said? You took notes, didn't you?
No, I was writing other stuff.
When it comes to
so it's making yourself, I'm really worried this blue's rubbing off, I'm going up with a blue face. Making sure you feel comfortable with the person. Have someone with you. Then it was looking at the camera, like the teleprompters and something like that, utilising those sorts of skills. With that, you said about planning, but not so much that you're necessarily scripting, but you've got those points to work with. Comfortability of both clothing, environment, all those things. And our biggest advice...
that was it. Sorry, my other one, it was you can edit it. You can edit what you're doing. So you can just take it a chunk at a time, do it a little bit at a time, and pick the best one that you've picked, the best take. Yeah.
And ultimately, just do it. Don't overthink it. Perfection.
Perfect.
Perfecting it. I'm going to put you in a minute. Trying to perfect it is stopping you from starting it. Yeah. And we've said that from the beginning because look at us on episode 1, episode 4. I'm really hoping this sound is now sorted, our environment sorted. I mean, we'll give it a go. Maybe not next week, but one of the weeks we'll go to a coffee shop. We'll go film.
Well, I would say, if we do an interview with John, maybe that'd be at the Wetherspoons, and that'd be a noisy environment. It'd be interesting to cope with that challenge and see how that comes across. Maybe and we'll say,
might have to film it all over again.
and we will be honest with John. It's like, we'll give it a go there. If it doesn't work, we'll do it another day and in a quieter environment. But
don't be afraid to reshoot it. It's that's the beauty of it.
Yeah,
Having
some of the best viral video people like Mr. Beast scrap videos every day.
Oh, I was listening to, who were we listening to? Diary of a
CEO.
Yeah,
Stephen Bartlett.
I wanted to say Diary of a Wimpy Kid because that's what the boys are reading at school. And I mean, he said like he values the content he's putting out, and if he doesn't feel like it's going to value you, he won't release it.
Yeah.
So he had like 3 or 4 people. He says like out of his 100 interviews he's done, his podcast, he's had 4 that he's scrapped.
Yeah.
So people have turned up.
He doesn't want to waste.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to waste the audience time.
And you think, oh, okay, like that's, that's.
Well, stick with us. We'll stop wasting your time eventually. I promise.
Well, tell us what you want to know. But in all seriousness, we are nearing very much a time. I've ticked off everything and added more stuff of what we've spoken about.
One note that I will say to you, and this is for people who go, who want to understand how some people can just pick up a phone and talk to it and it be a brilliant video. And this is something I said to you on the radio, wasn't it? No successful video is unplanned. There is planning in it. No matter how authentic and off the cuff it seems, there is a plan behind it to make it look that way, sound that way, get the message across the way that they want to get the message across, and hit the people that they want to hit.
Yeah.
It is all planned. It's all in the planning. So, if you're thinking, why is this video, I'm doing what so-and-so's doing and they're getting 1,000 views, I'm only getting 2, it's because they have planned it. Yeah. And
in all honesty, if we planned this, we might
get 12 views.
Yeah.
Especially on Google. But we're going to love you and leave you.
We still need to work on this outro bit.
Yeah, that was kind of all I had. Yes, please like, comment, share this video if you're watching it. Do the same with the podcast. Maybe leave a review if it's one of the ones that you can leave reviews on. We'd love to hear your questions. You can email them to me at ben@yourvideoteam.co.uk. Thanks very much for listening.
Thanks for tuning in.
We'll see you
next week.
Bye.
Bye.